Hey everyone, today we're gonna be doing a lead code question, which is to find minimum number of days to make a bouquet. So in this question, they are saying you are given an integer array blooms day, and also integer m and k, where you need to they're saying you want to make m bouquets. To make a bouquet, you need to use k adjacent flowers. So they are given some garden. You can pick one flower from each of them to make that bouquet. Okay, so they're saying garden consists of n flowers. The ith flower in this blooms day represent like how much days it will require to bloom that flower in the garden. They're saying okay, and that can be used or exactly once. So they're saying okay, one flower can exactly be used in one bouquet, so it cannot be used multiple times. They are saying return the minimum number of days you need to wait. They're saying minimum number of days you need to wait to make m bouquets. So they're saying you need to make m bouquets from that particular garden. If it is possible, then give the minimum date. Else, return the -1 if it is not possible to make a bouquet. Okay. So we have some example. We'll get to know what to do and how to do. So let's read the constant also. They are saying that boom day array is of length n, and it can range from 1 to 10 to power 5. Also, the you can say days for a particular flower can range from 1 to 10 to power 9, and the number of bouquets they need to be created can range again from 1 to 10 to power 6, and that how many adjacent, like how many flowers you need in a single bouquet, can range from same 1 to 10 to the power 5. So let's get started. We'll understand with one by one with each example what we need to do and how we need to do. So let's understand what exactly this question is asking to us. So they are saying, okay, we have some bloom array. So I have bloom days. So in this, they are saying, okay, for each flower, I represent this as a number of days required to make that flower completely grown up. Or you need to, it is at this particular day, this array will, or you can say this flower will be blown completely. Okay, so we have these days represent how much time a flower will take to completely come out. Okay. Also, we are given uh, some number m, which represent how many bouquets I need. Okay, so how many bouquets I need. Uh, K represent how many, and this question K is one. So they are saying K represent how many adjacent. You can say in a row how many flowers I need. So how many adjacent flowers I a bouquet need. Okay, a bouquet need. Okay, so we are given this in the question. I have some flowers which require this particular amount of day to be grown up completely. I need to create three bouquet. I can use, for this example, they're saying, okay, in one bouquet you can have only one adjacent flower or just a one flower. Okay, this means how many flowers you need in this bouquet. Okay, fine. So how we can do this? So if you see here, if I say, okay, let's create something. So I can say, okay, at day one, I can only pick flower. Okay, so I might have multiple days over here. These are some flowers I have. Okay, so they are saying you can pick a flower at particular day which is completed. So if I say at day one, I can choose only flower one because it required minimum 1 day to make that flower completely grown up. Okay, so I can choose only this one. I can choose only this one. Fine. So at day 2 I'll say, okay, at day 2 what I can do? At day 2 I can choose this as well, and the last one as well. So I can choose this one and this one because both of them like required minimum date, like it can be done in a 1 day, it can be done in a 2 day, and we are currently at day 2. If I say, okay, how many flowers will be grown up at day 3? So I'll say, okay, day 3, I'll say, okay, I have some flowers. I can say, okay, this can be completely grown up, this can be completely grown up, this can be completely grown up. So I can say, okay, this will be grown up, this will be grown up, this will be grown up, and this will be grown up. And in the question, they are asking us to get the minimum days required to complete 3 bouquets. So here I can say, okay, day 1 I have completed 1 bouquet, day 2 I have completed 2 bouquet, and day 3 I have completed 3 bouquet. So I not does not want to work on this again. So I can say, okay, return day 3, like I required 3 days to make 3 bouquets with one flower each. Okay, so it is the minimum number of days, like 3 is the minimum number of days to make this bouquet. Okay, fine. And let's take some big example. Okay, so for now, I have my bloom. Okay, I have my bloom day where I have so many flowers now. So I have some flower which have that particular like days. So for one flower, it will be like grown in a 7 day, again 7 day, again 7 day. Next flower will take 12 days, again 7 days, again 7 days. So I have these many flowers. So I'll say, okay, I'll mark it from one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I have total 7 flowers in this garden. These all flowers required at least 7 days, and for this it is required 12 days. They're asking like, in order to create 2 bouquet with 3 flowers, okay, with 3 adjacent flower, how much days I will be required to create all those? So I'll say, okay, I might have some array. I'll say, okay, currently I have my array with you can say with 3. I was having this array, like this required 7 day, this required 7 day, this required 7 day, this required 7 day, this required 12, this also 7, this also 7. I need to complete how many? I need to complete at least K, or you can say at least 2 bouquet with at least 3 flowers. So if I say, okay, I might have multiple days. So for now, uh, I have done this flower like at day 1, nothing will be done. Okay. Similarly, if I say at various day, I might be doing like might be checking again and again and again. So if I say, okay, this particular day I might be checking. So for now, at this day, day one nothing is grown up. Day 2 also nothing is grown up. Similarly, for day, you can say till day 6, nothing will be grown up. For day 7, these all will be grown up. Like this will be grown up, 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 and this will be grown up. Okay, fine. Now, if you see, they are asking us to create M bouquet and with K flowers. So if I say, okay, I need pairs of a flowers. So for now, I have one pair like this, again one pair like this. But if you see, this pair can be done because their flowers are grown up at day 7. Okay, but for this the count is 1. Again, I got something which is not grown up, so I cannot do this one. So again, for if I say this was not done because this was a wrong, it is not grown completely. So I got a count of 1 from here. So I got only 1 count. Now, if I say till day 5, okay, till I am just checking for day 8 again. For day 8 again, it cannot be done. Again for day 9, it cannot be done. Okay, so I'll check till how many day? I will check till day 12. Okay, so this can be done now. My all this array. So okay, let me take this again. So this particular array will be done till day 12. Okay, till day 12, I might be getting all those done. This all will be done. Now, what I can do? Okay, I can create a pair of this one. I can create a pair of this one because why? At day 12, I have this all flowers to be grown up completely. So I can create one K pair like this is K consider you can say K alternate or you can say K adjacent flowers I have. For this also K adjacent like K is 3 for now. So I have one pair like this, one pair like this. So total how many? I got two bouquet. Okay, I have created two bouquet completely from here. So this is fine. So let's take one more example. Like if something I have which cannot be done, so let's say like I have some bloom array that bloom day. I'll say just day. I have the day 1, 10, 3, 10, and 2. Okay. They are saying I need to create three bouquet with two flowers each. If I say okay, at day one, this will be completed. So let me create 1, 10, 3, 10, and 2. Okay. So at day one, this will be completed. Okay. At day one, this was completed. Nothing else completed. Fine. Okay. Day two, this 1, 10, 3, and 10, 2. So these two completed, fine. So if I say, okay, using this one pair, I can create one bouquet. Okay, I can create one bouquet. That will be fine for me. So I can say, okay, this contribute toward one. I will be checking again for like day 4 or day 2 and like day 3 and day 4. So day 3, this will be done. Okay, I'll say just this will be done, this 3 will be done, this 2 will be done. But I cannot create a group again at day 5 or day 4. Okay, I'll say okay day 4. I can do nothing else. Okay, I can say okay day 5 I can do nothing till day 10 I need to iterate and till day 10 I can complete like this all flowers will be grown up completely. Now they are saying I need to create three bouquets with two flowers each. So if I say okay these two will be contributing somewhere. Okay, I can create pair of these two. Again, I can create a pair of these two, but this left alone. I don't have any alternate, like you can say, flowers to be created because I need at least k adjacent flowers. So create three bouquets, but I can only create two bouquets. So this cannot be done. I will return -1 from here. For this, we have written 12 from here. For this, I got like 3 days. For this particular thing, 3 days required. So if you see, we are just trying to find what is the minimum required days we get to get this to be done. Okay, fine. So if you see one thing over here, we are checking it from starting, like we are checking our this days from either zero. I'll say okay from day one. I'm just checking till the maximum day in this you can say flower or you can say garden. So I'm just checking. Okay, I'm starting from day zero. I'm checking till maximum day in a garden a flower can grow up. So if you see like this, if I check something in the range from zero to something, let's say 12 in this case. So if I see something in range 1, 2, 3, 4 till 12, if you see like it is in a sorted order. So we will be using one concept of like binary search on the answer in this case. If you see, I have that. Let's take the first example. Okay, so I have. Let's take the bigger example. Let's take another. So I have that days array. Okay, these are the days, bloom days, that 7, 7, 7, 7, 12, 7 and 7. Okay, fine. So these are the days required for particular flowers. These are the flower. Now if you see, we are iterating from where? I will be iterating from 0. I will be iterating from 0 to 12 because a day can start from 0 and it can go at max till 12. So I will be iterating from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 and 12. So what I can say, okay, what we can do, like, okay, let's start from 0, let's find the minimum point, like midpoint, and we'll decide, okay, till midpoint how many flowers are completely grown up. If I say, if I find the mid of this one, so the mid of this one is 6. So is at day 6 any flower grown up? No. So we'll shift our window. If I say, I'll change my start to this one. So my the here my next frame will become like this one. So this was the start. This was the end, I'll say. Now my start will become this mid. Okay. I start from here again. This was my mid because I didn't got any flower grown up till this midpoint. So something like more than 6 date is required to make all the flowers grown up. So okay, I'll say start from 6 to 12. Okay, I'll start again from 6 to 12. I'll find the mid. So mid of 12 and 6 is like 18, and like 18 by 2 is 9. So I got my mid is 9. Okay. Now if you see, till day 9 I can make this flower grown up, this grown up, this grown up, this grown up, this grown up and this grown up. Now if I say, okay, I just need to find how many bouquets I can create. So what I can do, like, okay, I'll just count how many flowers are grown up. If my consecutive count is equals to k, that I can create, like, I can increment my bouquet count. Like I have created one bouquet. If this, like, the k consecutive flowers have been completely grown up. So if it is equal, so we'll do something like, I might have some condition like, okay, I'll say, okay, if the number, if I say this particular day, if this day is less than or equals to the grown day or the mid day from here, okay, we have checking some day from this mid. So if it is less than equals to grown up, will like increase this window. So I'll say like consecutive day. So I'll say consecutive days plus plus. So I might be increasing this window size. If suppose for this case it was fine. Now if I started from here, okay, so let's do one more thing. Like if I reaches my window size equals to k, if I say, okay, the next point, if this particular consecutive day is equals to k, that time, like, I need to increment my bouquet size. Okay, I have some bouquet, or just say bouquet plus plus. So if this frame reaches to my k size, that means I can create one bouquet. So I'll say, okay, bouquet plus plus. But when I complete this window size, I need to start from 0 again to check whether the next window size is available or not. So I'll say, okay, now consecutive days will be equals to 0. Fine. So I'll check from here. But when I check from here, it has one count. When I reaches to this condition, this 12, it is not equal. That means it will break something. So I'll start again from 0. I just need to check from which point I can create the maximum consecutive window. So I'll say, okay, else case, just change this consecutive day to 0. Okay, fine. So here I can get only one bouquet because this will not create any compare the window with k consecutive flower, so I cannot iterate again. So okay, I can like iterate again from 9, like now I can change this start to this mid. So I'll say, okay, this mid, this start this mid will become the start or the next, like I have 9 plus 1. So I can say 10. So my next range will be 10 to 12. Okay. I will be checking again with 11. In this 11 also I cannot do this one. Again my window size will be like 12. Like my mid also 12, my start is also 12 and end is also 12. Now I'm checking for this alone. This is the day. I will be doing again a search, a linear search over here, like how many consecutive flowers I can create. With consecutive flower, how many bouquets I can create. So I can create a pair of this one, again a pair of this one at 12th day. Like I have iterated 12th day, and yeah, so I will be checking it linear time, but for using this binary search I will be using some log time complexity. So if I say like in total for this particular approach I will be using a time complexity uh, like log n for the binary search, and I will be iterating again till how much time? N time. So for this, like for a linear search, for checking how many flowers is being grown up. So the total time complexity will be like n log n, which can be done easily, and space will be constant over here. Okay, so let me code this example and let me show you how this gonna be looking over here. So I might be checking something. So for now, I can have my start starting from 0, and I can like start, or you can say I can have my end till what maximum element. So my max, you can say like the range can start from 0 and it can reach uh, maximum to like the maximum day a flower need to completely grown up. So I'll say okay, maximum of bloom day. Now what I need to do else, I need to get the uh, a particular frame. So what to say, like how many buckets I have created. So let me create one more function over here. So I might have some like get count function. I will be getting how much bucket I have completed. Okay, so I will be creating that. So for that I need to pass this bloom day, which will be like checking is the flowers grown or not. I might be passing my mid as a midday. Okay, and let's see like what else I need over here. So okay, bloom day. Okay, I need the k as well to see whether it is created the k consecutive map k consecutive flower or not. Okay, so here I will be checking. I will be getting a count like how much bucket I have created. Okay, I have created how much bouquet now buckets. Similarly, I need consecutive count. Okay, both will be starting from 0. Now I will be iterating over this day in the blooms day. So for each flower, what is the current day it required to bloom completely? So I will be just counting it. Is that particular flower grown up or not? So I will be checking if the day is less than equals to the midday. Okay, so that time I need to like increase my consecutive frame. So for now, I will be incrementing my consecutive window. So this can be contributed. If it is not a case, I need to like make this consecutive as 0. If now anyone from this will be succeeded, next we will be checking if my consecutive count is equals to k. That means I can be creating a bouquet. Okay, I can be creating a bouquet from here. So I'll say okay, bouquet count plus plus. At last, I will be returning my bouquet count. Okay, so this is my bouquet count. Okay, bouquets. Okay, fine. This is for checking how many bouquets we can create with particular day. Now I will be doing binary search over here. So for doing binary search, we'll be using that same approach like while start is less than equals to end. Okay, find mid. So mid will be like start start plus end by 2. Okay, so we get the mid from here. Now we will checking, okay, if the get count, like okay, so I'll say okay, self dot get count. Here I need to pass my bloom day array. I need to pass the mid. I need to pass my k over here. Okay, if this give me bouquet count greater than or equals to m, that means I can create the bouquet. So I can say, okay, I need minimum day over here. Okay, okay, minimum day will be required as 0 now, or you can say -1. I'm not sure how many days it will record. So okay, minimum day. So minimum day will be like the first index we got from this binary search. So I'll say, okay, it will be mid over here. Now if it is case like we got the mid, we can even check for a one less day. If it is possible to create all those bucket in one less day. So we will be continuing our iteration. So I'll say okay start, or you can say end. End will be like mid -1. Okay. Similarly, if it is not a case, I need to check for the another half. So I'll say okay start will be mid +1. At last I will be returning my minimum day. So I'll say, okay, minimum day. Let's see whether it is running fine or not. Let me compile. So we are getting the count and we are checking. So it is saying buckets. So we have written something wrong. Okay, it is buckets. So let me compile it again. So let's say whether it is running fine or not. It is saying cannot access the midday. Where it is midday? Here it is midday and cannot access the local. Where it is giving me the error in line number 27. It is not midday, it is minimum days. Okay, minimum days. Let it be days. Okay, fine. This is also minimum days. Let me compile this again. Okay, let's give me some error. I need. Okay, let me check. Expected 12 giving me -1. If my count is greater than k, I need this. Uh, Start will be going to the next case. So what wrong I have done? Let's check for this one first. Okay, no. So we have done something wrong. Uh, Wrong. Let me search for it. We have created the mid. We got the mid. Mid will be doing mid -1. Okay, end will be mid -1. Midday will be minimum. Mid will be mid +1. Consecutive. Am I contributing to a? Okay, I need to reset my consecutive over here because if I've created a window, a bucket with three, I can say k consecutive flowers. I need to make it 0. Let me compile it again. Let me make it small so you can at least look it. So what I'm trying to say, okay, we are creating a bouquet with k consecutive flowers. So if I create with first k consecutive flower, I need to use another k consecutive flower. So I will be making it 0. So let me submit this code and let's see whether it is running fine or not. So as I can see, it ran fine and it is bit optimized. And yeah, that's all for today's. Thanks for watching.